This video shows you how to record a bank deposit. When you receive customer payments, you record them in the Receive Payments window, which was covered in another video. QuickBooks puts these payments in the undeposited funds account, and they hang out there until you record a deposit. So just for fun, let's take a look at the undeposited funds account. Go to Chart of Accounts and double-click Undeposited Funds. And this lists all the deposits patiently waiting to be deposited. It also lists previous deposits, and a check mark indicates that that transaction has been deposited. So now let's close this and make a deposit. Before or after you make a real-world deposit to your bank account, you need to record the deposit in QuickBooks. You can use a check register for a single deposit or use the Make Deposits window for multiple deposits. And let's cover the Deposits window first. On the home page, click Record Deposits. From the View Payment Method Type menu, you could choose the types of payment methods you want to view. When recording a deposit, it's a good idea to select transactions that are the same type. For example, American Express, by credit card, or by cash and check. And doing this makes it easier to reconcile your bank statement if your bank groups deposits by type. And even though QuickBooks lists both cash and check as the payment method here, it's a good idea to deposit all the checks in one deposit transactions and then repeat the process for the cash. So for this deposit, let's do the cash. And to indicate which deposits you want to deposit, click in the checkmark column. We'll check the cash deposits. And click OK. And here, verify that the Deposit To account is the account you want, and it is. We want to deposit to checking. And for the date, you would enter the date that you actually made the physical deposit at the bank. So let's choose January 31st. If when you made the deposit at the bank, you got cash back from the deposit, you would choose the account here, and a memo, which is optional, and the amount of cash back. And the lab for this chapter will actually walk you through that procedure. For now, let's click Save and Close. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you. Let's go back to the Make Deposits window. We'll click Record Deposits and just click Cancel. And what I wanted to point out is that if you're recording the deposit before going to the bank, you could print a deposit slip. So go to the Print menu up here and choose Deposit Slip. Okay, I just wanted to show you that, so let's close this window. Sometimes you'll deposit money that's not from customer payments received through the Receive Payments window. For example, a rebate check from a vendor, an insurance claim check, or money you're putting into the business. And you can enter the deposit transaction directly in the check register. So let's say this company has a silent partner who wrote a check to contribute money to the business. And now we'll record that deposit. So on the home page, click Check Register and make sure it's checking and click OK. So in the Date field, choose the date that you actually made the deposit at the bank. So let's choose January 14th. For deposits, you don't need to enter a number and you don't need to choose a payee. But since this deposit is from a partner, you could choose the partner's name. And let's just start typing. In the Deposit field, enter the amount of the contribution. So let's enter $5,000. When you press Tab, QuickBooks enters Deposit as the transaction type. In the Account field, we'll choose the account used to track owner contributions. But we have to set that up first, so scroll to the top and click Add New. And for account type, make sure Equity is selected. And for the account name, I'll type Owner Contributions. And click Save and Close. If you were depositing a rebate or refund from a vendor, you would choose the expense account associated with the original transaction. And when in doubt, there's always the account called Ask My Accountant. Okay, let's click Record. and close the checking register. So that's it for this video. The lab for this chapter will give you some practice making deposits.